Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 6 of Let's Play Age of Wonders 3, the Elven campaign with all the DLC. Hope you guys are doing well and ready to see more AOW 3. I am greatly enjoying the game. Playing as Sundrin here. And we're getting close to wrapping up the tutorial map, at least. So let's get to that. Let's see. They produced a high elf scoundrel. Let's take that and go mix with the fairy army. Or should we go ahead and defend here? Looks like you already have a scoundrel. You have an assassin and a scoundrel. So let's just defend and camp there. Production for Lunaris. I mean, go to the laboratory. And then armies require our orders. So here we have army owner Echo the Explosive. We're at war with him. He's got Goblin Untouchables, Swarm Darters, Blight Doctors, 8 Poison Bolts, melee. They do weakening. Weakened units suffer -1 defense, -1 resistance, -200 morale, and 60% weakness to Blight for 5 turns. In a range of medium, they can cure disease, dispels all poison, debuffs on target friendly unit. Walking, their support units. They have True Sight, they're goblins. Cave crawling, night vision, wetland walking, wetland foraging, and blight protection 100%. So they're pretty cool looking. Got weird skulls on their poles. Soon all our diplomats were nauseous. Our negotiators knew goblins to be grimy creatures, and why not? They live in the blighted lands, in a cliffside riddled with filthy holes. But we were careful to only shake hands with their revered doctors. After a week, our whole envoy developed boils. I couldn't move without excruciating pain, despite many visits by goblin doctors. After a month of torture, we abandoned hope of a profitable treaty, and surrendered garbage rights to all neighboring cities. Only as we were leaving did a laughing goblin divulge that goblin doctors are revered not for healing, but because they inflict disease. Diplomatic mishaps by Lady Flora Sweets. Tier 2 unit. Goblin Butcher, we know how tough they are. Goblin Big Beetle. Whoa. Big time melee strike, walking, tunneling, wall crushing. Units' attacks are capable of damaging walls. They can overwhelm pikemen and shielded units. Demolisher ×2. Melee attacks deal an additional 4 physical against machines and obstacles. They're cavalry. Charge, mounted, goblin, cave crawling, night vision, wetland walking, wetland foraging, and blight protection. 100%. Tier 3. 65 health point. Yeah. The nightly beatings stopped around when my mother was eaten by a big beetle pupa that I caught named Murky. Now that it's grown, there's nothing my Murky won't eat. I never loved another soul like my big beetle. Who needs a girlfriend when you have the love of a giant poisonous bug? I feed it a steady diet of garbage so that its bite stays toxic to weak-blooded fools. Its strong mandibles can tunnel deep into the earth, break down walls, and cut people in two before slurping out their tasty innards. Ugh. Honestly, I hope Murky eats me when I die. I never had a truer friend. The Love Bug by Gary the Goblin. Alright. And then finally, only 45 health here, but he can cast a spell with 50 casting points. Echo the Explosive. 25 Fire Musket. Fires musket ball. Does less damage at long range. Straight shot. Range medium. The impact has a chance to stagger the opponent, causing them to lose 50% movement points. Machine, elemental, and incorporeal cannot be staggered. Walking. He's a cavalry unit. Somehow. Can charge. Mounted. What is he mounted on? I don't see a mount. Armored. Goblin, cave crawling, night vision, wetland walking, leader, wetland foraging, mind control immunity, fast healing, resurgence. When the unit dies in combat, it's resurged at the end of combat if the owner is victorious, with 35% of max HP and 40% blight protection. Goblin Dreadnought, level 1, pure evil. Wow. I honestly don't know if our units have what it takes. We have a bunch of tier 2s. Tier 1 animal only has a melee strike of 8. I don't like that. These guys have initiates, longbowmen, union guard, impalers. And this army has assassins, toadstool fairy, buttercup fairy, high elf scoundrel, but they do have a trebuchet, which is the army leader. Reinforced, gain an additional +4 defense against ranged attacks. Hurl boulder 20, requires 3 action points. Arcing shot, machine, cannot regenerate health and take less damage from ranged. Cannot regen, 100% blight protection, 40% fire weakness, 100% spirit protection. Our armies camped around the city of Orchestral. Orc razor bows stood ready behind high stone walls. Arrows slew anything close to the city gates, but I came prepared. We rolled the trebuchets into position and gathered a supply of bolters from the surrounding countryside. After the first volley, their walls still stood. The enemy's cavalry desperately charged our war machines. Trebuchets are weak in melee, but my pikemen formed a wall to protect them as they launched volley after volley. When the walls were down, the trebuchets launched boulders into the enemy troops, killing the enemy by Lady Loki. I mean, do we think we're ready to do this? I don't know. You guys go here. Wait, fertile plains, wetlands. Barrens. Move to the barrens. What is that? A magma forge. Let's move this army right here. And this army right here. So when I go to attack with these guys, very likely victory. I mean, we can try, right? You are now engaged in a siege battle. The city has a wooden wall which provides defense against range attacks and keeps enemy units out. Units that stand on the walls gain a +2 range bonus on their ranged attacks. Walls can be climbed by units with wall climbing or destroyed by units with wall crushing. The gates can be destroyed by the melee attack of any unit. Okay. Wooden wall 42. Where's the trebuchet? This unit's a war machine. It takes less damage from ranged attacks but cannot regenerate health. Trebuchets launch boulders to knock down walls and outrange normal ranged units. Their attack is so strong they cannot move and attack in the same turn. Let's move you guys up. High Elf Assassins. Storm Sisters. We should really have multiple trebuchets. I don't really know what we're going to do here. Oh, wait. I wanted to cast on the global map. Incite Revolt. But I don't know if that would have worked all that well. In combat round. Oh no. Alright, Trebuchet. No, it's out of range. Let's move you up too. Sabotage to target wall. I see. I did not realize Scoundrels did have that. Fairy Fire. It's an arcing shot, so we can come here and maybe fire it. 111. Bring you guys up here. High Elf Storm Sisters. 2 to 3. Bring you guys up for Fairy Fire. Go ahead and light a smoke. Death by a million paper cuts. They're probably going to be reborn if I kill them anyway. So I don't know if I should even try to kill them in terms of casting a spell on them or what. High Elf Longbowman. Can fire on Echo. I wonder if we suffocate Echo. $13 damage. Let's go ahead and end the round. Weekend. Wow. Oh no. Oh, they're coming out, the big beetles. Alright. And Echo's choosing to come out too. Interesting. Trebuchet. Let's actually move you here. Storm Sisters. Let's go after the big beetles. You guys fairy fire the butchers. Initiate, you damage the butchers. Union Guard, you come up here. Orc Impaler. You come here. What is this? Longbowman. Fall behind. Did you fairy fire already? Let's go ahead and cast a spell of Suffocate on the big beetles. Toadstool fairies can go ahead and hit the blight doctors. You guys can go ahead and hit the blight doctors. Hopefully they don't resurge at the end of the battle. You guys come up here and oh, they can climb. Let's bring you over here. Let's bring the half-elf assassins here. More scoundrels would be nice. You are done. Alright, let's see how bad they wreck us. Echo's moving up there instead. Oh, there goes my scoundrels. Big beetles. Ouch. Okay, Storm Sisters. My good Storm Sisters are done. High Elf Assassins. Let's come and get these Goblin Butchers. Did we kill them all? Yeah. And we've got my High Elf Initiates. We can... bring the Orc Impalers. They go up a level. High Elf Union Guard. They can't climb. Unicorn Rider. Nice, they're gonna die. Let's hit Echo the Explosive. Wow, he's put himself in a bad position there. And now we cast a spell and it's all over. Dang, we got real lucky. Oh, they killed him. Oh no, there's still one unit left. Let's go ahead and hit them with Suffocate. Huh. Alright. I should have gotten out of the ray. There. Let's go ahead and end this battle. Oof. We lost a good unit of Storm Sisters. You have your ancestors' blood coursing through your veins, Sundrin. Command comes naturally to you. The blight brought by those filthy creatures will heal in time, and Aldor will remain a bastion of elven harmony in history. Finish what your parents started, Sundrin. Heal the elven race. Restore our ancient heritage, our birthright. The other races need to stop overstepping their bounds. If we don't make them uphold their end of the balance, chaos will erupt and harmony will be a lost dream. Let us return to court. You should not neglect the duties set out for you. Yeah, we lost an expert group of Storm Sisters. But these guys ranked up to veterans. Didn't even see the warg there. Buttercup Fairies ranked up to trooper. We lost a scoundrel unit. Got a rank up for High Elf Initiate and lost a group of veteran longbowmen. Rank up for Orc Impalers, which is nice. Victory. Congratulations, you are a true heir of Iniok. Continue campaign.
My grandfather, Iniok, was king when the High Elves last ruled. Then the humans came and murdered him. The elves' hearts were broken in two. Iniok's daughter, my mother, pursued healing, leading the Wood Elves, while his son, Meandor, chose vengeance, leading the Dark Elves. While we fought among ourselves, the humans grew in power. Then came the shadows to consume us all. For the first time, the world stood as one. Victorious, leaders of all races joined together to form the Commonwealth. My mother guided them, but one by one the mortal founders died. Their children forgot their forefathers. In 2 generations, they sought gold over virtue. My mother's dream of harmonious equality died. The Dark and Wood Elves withdrew from the Commonwealth, turning to each other for survival. My parents' love was their catalyst. One midsummer eve, those broken elves gathered for a night of sacred unification. Bodies and souls joined, performing a mystic ritual we call the Mending. My brother and I, the first of a new generation, were born thereafter. The High Elves had returned.
Cool.
I found an opportunity to escape my gilded cage when Thanis was sent to negotiate with the Commonwealth at the Council of Origins. I slipped out amongst the entourage and joined my brother. Thanis thinks war can be averted, but during my nightly spying I have overheard even our trusted allies lusting for power. These lords would sell their own families for an advantage in the impending conflict. Though a warrior, Thanis favors peace. He repeats my mother's words: diplomacy is essential to prevent war. I fear they are too late, and history favors the one who strikes first. The council is to be held at the Pool of Origins. It is a sacred place where leaders go to settle disputes. It is guarded by a wise orc named Gamblag. His powers ensure envoys can attend the council without fear of violence. Yet, on our approach, we hear movement in the woods trailing us. Thanis leaves his guards with me, while he enters Gamblag's domain.
Huh. A wise orc. That's interesting. Thanos' guard speaks. Your Highness, Gamblog's domain is forbidden to all outsiders for the duration of the council talks. Prince Thanos requires you to take care of the bandits we discovered in the woods. His scouts have located their hideout. Lead us, Your Highness. We are yours to command. Sundrin replies, strange that Gamblag would allow brigands this close to the sacred pool. The Elven Court trusts him to protect those that travel here. I suppose we can do his job while he hosts the talks. We will need to strike at the brigands quickly before they grow in strength and overrun these woods. Alright, so that old army that we had previously is now gone, and we have new units. Tome of Wonders. It will be good to be free to do as I please for a while without my father and his advisors planning my every move. Before I left, I took my Tome of Wonders with me. It's filled with all kinds of useful knowledge. Okay. Units. Oh, cool. Unit abilities, skills. Game concepts, the basics. Neat. Okay. Merging armies. I should join with the army Thanos left me as honor guard. Join. Pretty sure I know how to do this, so. Hunt bandits. Thanos and I heard movement in the woods. Brigands have set up camp to waylay innocent pilgrims. Thanos' scouts have found their hideout. I should clear it out to stop them from harassing anyone further. Which is right there. Hunt bandits, okay. Being a leader. It is time for me to lead and determine my own destiny. There are many ways I can do that. I should strive to improve myself. I can do this through battle and through study. Study? Research. It's dependent on the knowledge income of your empire. Okay. Tome of Wonders. Keep hit. Select a skill to research. Oh, we have to start over again? No. Yeah. Huh, even Quick Dash isn't learned. Treasure rating. Strategic spell. Troops receive training to turn treasure sites upside down, leaving not a single valuable behind. The value of rewards from treasure sites and gold pickups is increased by 20%. Wetlands, fertile plains, dense vegetation, and barrens, so I guess we have to go Cloak and Dagger again. More spell casting points, we only have 20. Let's go Cloak and Dagger. An army requires your orders. Okay, let's go ahead and save. Welcome to the Vale of the Pool. Temporary closed for visitors. Teleporter deactivated. I do want to come up this way, but stash of mana. Found 99 mana. We've got human scoundrels. Okay, let's and turn. Let's do it. They don't have walls, it's just a camp. Oh, they do have somewhat have walls. Game concepts, action points. Right, so the red leaves you with 1 action point, 2, and the green leaves you with 3. During combat, you have to make a careful trade-off between moving a unit and attacking with it. In combat, there are limits to the amount of actions that can be taken each turn. Each round, all units receive 3 action points, which are depleted as a unit moves. The amount of action points remaining are represented by color coding in the movement range of a unit. Movement within the green area means 3, yellow 2, and red 1. Right, very cool. Storm Sisters. Scoundrels can shoot crossbows. Longbowmen. Let's go ahead and fire. (26 out of 25). Swordsman. Let's move up a little. Storm Sisters. Elf Union Guard. Longbowmen. Can I move and then cast a spell? Like, move here. Yeah. Let's do a rain of poison blades on these guys. Killed them. Longbowman. Sight penalty minus 50%. Let's give the Seeker enchantment. There we go. Beautiful. Longbowman. And that'll do it for the human scoundrels. Very safe win. Donis congratulates you. Well done, sister. They will not trouble anyone anymore. The talks are not bearing fruit at all yet. I don't like it. Most lords do not seem inclined to even listen to us. I will try to find out what their true motives are. Brigands missing. Thank you, brother, and good luck with that. However, it seems I am not finished yet. It is apparent that a number of brigands were not accounted for, and there are many tracks leading south. There is a high elf village there, Eldaste, which may be in danger. Okay, no rank ups for anybody, but Hunt Bandits completed. We got an Emerald Band of Ruggedness, Strong Jewel, 60% Blight Protection, very nice. Worth 75 gold, we'll take the reward. And put the ring on. Very nice. Why does it say only 40%? Oh, Blight Weakness 20%, right. Make your way to Eldaste. 242 gold, 56 mana. I guess we'll be back up this way to explore a little bit. Spoken to the guardian angel. Whoa. Sundrin, this treachery will not go unanswered. Your brother has broken the peace by attacking one of my guests, Izo. Thonis fell in the attempt, just as the rebels you incited against me have fallen. I have raised their villages as a lesson to others. Their blood is on your hands. Sundrin is horrified. Thonis, no! My beloved brother, dead. Why? There is no rebellion and there were no rebels in those villages. You murdered innocent people, and Thonis would never be the first to attack. Surrender or suffer. Your lies cannot sway me, rogue. The actions of you and your brother have made it clear to me that the Commonwealth is the only reasonable party here, so I have joined them. Sundrin recollects herself. It is the so-called peaceful council that is the lie. I will find out what truly happened. My troops, we will replenish our strength in Eldaste. We need to raise an army now. The traitorous orc betrayed his duty and the trust of the Elven court. He shall die. We will make your death slow and painful. Negotiate. War. Thanos of House Iniok defeated. Gomblag. Neutral. How do I negotiate? High elves and orcs. Content. Adaptive air. Creation adapt. High elf. Rogue. I don't get it. Race orc, a theocrat. Grants upgrades to support units, focus on spirit damage, many options for healing damaged units. Creation master. As follower of creation, you have the power to rejuvenate the lands, protect and heal your troops, and oppose the unnatural. Transforms a standard mana node into a creation node, which provides an additional +5 knowledge. Creation node generates an additional 5 knowledge. Destruction nodes generate 5 mana less. Has good alignment skills. Creation adept. Creation nodes generate an additional 5 mana. Adept of fire. Fire nodes generate an additional 5 mana. I don't know what, negotiate. Oh. There's nothing we could do. If I added a peace treaty. Auto balance. Yeah. There's no purpose even doing this. Because this is the story we're doing. The Honest of House Iniok is lost. Sundrin, your highness, brigands are threatening to burn our city down. Please help us. Vanquish them. You will not interfere. We'll deal with you first. Die. No, you shall die. 3 scoundrels and an assassin. Eek. See how long I've been playing. Probably not 26 minutes. Oh, 39. Wow. I'm not going to get this battle in then. I'm going to go ahead and save here and check these hints out next time. Say thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this episode, which really set off our first true test in the story, which is no longer, it's still tutorialized in certain elements, but this is our first, doing what we want type deal. So, I hope you guys will join me next time for more and check this out with me. Would love to have you join me on this journey. It's just a lot of fun for me and hopefully for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate all of you. Much love, peace, and joy. Next time we attack these independents, these brigands, check out the village of Eldraste, and have some more fun with this very awesome game. See you guys then. Bye-bye.